I was just dealing with the bee there that was interested in me, well, rather in the camera and gimbal. Had a lovely swim this morning here at dawn. The water is very agreeable. So we have wonderful, wonderful readings again today. You know, it's kind of always that way, isn't it? The readings are so rich. The poetry in Isaiah is marvelous. And the daringness of Isaiah, the daring, the speaking of the resurrection is so explicit. I really want to go back and look at that text again at the end of the passage we have today. And then a very powerful line that really makes us think that the Lord has accomplished everything we have done. It's almost like a little child moving stuff to get some things done. But it's really Dad is doing it, you know? The Lord has done everything we have accomplished. What a realization for the architect, for the artist, for the parents. That must be a huge awareness of parents when a baby is born and they're looking into the eyes, you know. How could parents say that they made those eyes? What's looking out at them? Who's looking out at them? The mystery of the human being. The Lord has accomplished everything we have done. The excavations, the discoveries, the blessings for so many. A lot to ponder. Sometimes we don't need to do a lot of rationalization. We just need to stand before these truths and think, wow, the Lord has done everything. The Lord has accomplished everything we have done. The Lord has done everything we have accomplished. Let's read those lines here, the poetry with the metaphors. Oops, sorry about that. Oh boy, the phone turned around, did it? I hadn't noticed. Something went wrong. Let me see here what's going on. As I see the data is upside down here on the screen. Hey guys, I'm sorry if you were walking on your head here for the last minute and a half. I didn't realize. I must have turned my head away when it flipped. And I was trying to figure out why it was hanging wrong on the Osmo, on the gimbal. There's also that very opening line here, second line in the passage of Isaiah today. Your name and your title are the desire of our souls. What are we searching for? What are we looking for? Your name and your title are the desires of our souls. What's the desire of your soul? Your title, Olympic medalist, the desire of my soul. What I want, what I long for. What will really fulfill me, make me happy. That I will be at peace, deeply anchored and rooted in my identity, in who I am, rescued from any mirages and dangers and fakeness. Oh Lord, you mete out peace to us, for it is you who have accomplished all we have done. And in a sense, that's an extraordinary line. You know, the desire of our souls, the union with God, your name and your title are our desire. And you have accomplished it. You have revealed yourself to us. You've opened our hearts through grace. Oh Lord, you mete out peace to us. For it is you who have accomplished all we have done. Where is our peace? And there's great peace in a family where everybody has pulled together. I remember at the threshing of the harvest, or the sowing of the crops in the springtime. A lot of work done, muscle aches, tiredness, but everybody pulled together. And that deep pulling together that's between us and God, and that human effort that's so wanted, and yet the work that God does through His grace in our hearts and our lives. The agency He allows to creatures, like these flowers, have all the DNA to produce the next generation. The DNA He created that's handed on generation to generation in these flowers. And the greater endowment we enjoy with intelligence, with willpower, imagination, memory, and all of this resource to work with God to accomplish all He has done. In us. We have that beautiful prayer that at the end of the Eucharistic prayer before the Our Father, through Him, with Him, in Him, all honor and glory is yours, Almighty Father, forever and ever. But I want to get to the lines of the resurrection here. It's just amazing. Your dead shall live, their corpses shall rise. This is Isaiah, people. This is like 6 centuries before Christ. 5 to 6 centuries before Christ. You know, when we see the text of the Maccabees revealing the awareness that was already there of the resurrection, and that's a couple of centuries before, a century and a half before Christ, then imagine this 4 centuries earlier, 3 centuries earlier, this text of Isaiah, your dead shall live, their corpses shall rise. Awake and sing, you who lie in the dust. What a vision of our identity and our destiny. The land of shades gives birth. The land of shades gives birth. Eternal rest granted them, O Lord. May perpetual light shine upon them. May the souls of the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. These prayers coming from that vision of faith. The land of shades gives birth. The psalm is so beautiful. From heaven the Lord looks down on the earth. And then the gospel text is amazing. My yoke is easy and my burden light. Sometimes we yoke ourselves up with ideologies and with desires that don't fulfill our heart, with behaviors that don't fulfill our heart. What a yoke is addiction, a yoke that's hard to break. Learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart. That's the end of chapter 12 in Matthew. What a line. People, God bless you. See you later, alligators.